Hey guys, this is Mike from Wibuy, and I'm talking about juicing today. In addition to being really good for you, juicing can save you a lot of money. I know I'll buy a lot of vegetables and fruit and not consume them in time, and some of them will go bad. I like to have lots of produce, but sometimes it's hard for me to eat that much produce or to consume it in a timely manner. Also, if you're eating fruit and vegetables, if you notice some of it starting to go bad, a lot of times you can save some of that waste, what would be waste, by juicing it. First thing you want to do is with your produce, you want to prep it. I cut the ends of the celery off like that. And then what I'm going to do is wash in a mixture of vinegar and water. They sell vegetable washes, but essentially vinegar and water is just a cheap way, like distilled white vinegar. It's antibacterial and it'll wash any of the pesticides or dirt off of the produce. You really want to get all that stuff off. Set up a little bit. Soak the celery. Cut these into portions I can stick down into the juicer pretty easily. I've got a pretty low-end juicer right here. I think I bought it for about $30. So it's definitely not that great. So let's start doing some of the celery. All right, so I wanted to cover a few things that are good about celery real quick. Celery has a lot of benefits. Helps with inflammation if you've got swelling in your body, digestion, lowering blood pressure, lowering bad cholesterol, detoxifying. It protects from ulcers. It helps with fatty liver and liver health. If you eat too much fat in your diet, infections and UTIs, it can protect from cancer and weight loss. Juicing it before a meal, it's actually kind of pretty filling, and it's mostly just water and fiber. So it'll actually kind of fill you up a little bit before a meal so that you eat less. So that's a lot of benefits of celery, and it's got a lot of things that are good for you. And so we're gonna mix this with some other things. I've got, it kind of comes from a recipe I saw at Earth Fair. It's for kale lemonade, and I added a lot of my own things in. You've got lemons here, apples. Apples are used in juicing a lot as a filler because they're relatively inexpensive for how much juice they produce. Certain produce produces a lot of juice, and others don't produce so much. Like kale or spinach isn't going to produce much juice. Whereas pears are good like apples. They're going to produce a lot of juice. Cucumbers are going to produce a ton of juice. And celery. Those, beets also. Those are kind of your fillers. And then you're going to kind of put some other stuff in there that you want to use. We've got a guava right here. I'm just going to try that out and see how well that mixes with all these. But I understand that these flavors meld really well together. So I'm going to try that out, and I'm even going to add in a little bit of spinach at the end, maybe a few seasonings or something. So yeah, let's get started on the next stuff. All right, we're going to do the lemons now. I'm going to soak these on the outside because I put the whole lemon in. I want to get anything off of the peel right there. There's your 2 lemons. Right, juice. Lemons, you want to make sure you kind of hold this over there while you're juicing it because they'll get thrown back out of the juicer. 2 lemons gave us about 2 ounces. I'm going to pour this in here and we'll eventually mix all this back up. probably have to use a couple containers. Some of the benefits of lemons are, the biggest thing probably is immunity booster. They help with your immune system, pH balance, detoxing your liver, especially if you're drinking a good bit, rehydrating. It aids digestion a lot. It just flavors water. I put lemon and lime in my water at restaurants all the time, and it makes it more appealing to drink water instead of something else. It can actually be a coffee substitute or tea, because when you drink lemon water, it actually stifles the cravings you have for coffee and tea. Skin, metabolism, and can help with weight loss. So lemons have a lot of benefits. Move on to the next produce, which is, we'll do the cucumbers next. And another container. All right, I'm gonna do some pears. Let's do this. All right, we got about 6 ounces out of 3 pears right there. So, let's see. All right, we're gonna do guava. I don't really know how. So that's about half of a guava. Guavas are big in Hawaii, and it's more of like a tropical fruit. And with anything else, let's see if it's any good. Yeah, that's pretty good. Mix that. The last thing we're gonna add, we're gonna do a little bit of apple, and then we're gonna do a little bit of spinach, and that's pretty much gonna be it. So then I won't have any apples left to eat. All right, do these apples real quick. 2 apples. A different color, see? It's apple colored. Now we're gonna do one more thing. Spinach! This isn't gonna juice very much. It's gonna have minimal juice for what it is. Whew. All right, this is gonna be very potent. That's a whole bundle of spinach right there. Actually, I'm gonna take a. It's gonna be gross. That's why we're gonna mix it with all that, but it's not bad. We make our own juice, and we try to make like a decent sized quantity at a time. So, and I'm just gonna pour them in here and mix them up. All right. So we got the spinach. And we'll shake all this up. I'm gonna put some water in here to get some of the spinach out. Juice in here. Hold it over the sink. Here we go. All right, we got our juice. We got a whole thing that we got to clean out of pulp. But this stuff typically is good for about 4 days in a refrigerator. It's not pasteurized, so it's not going to keep like most other juices. So what you want to do is you want to put a label. I'm going to put a piece of tape on here, and I'm going to write what it is, and I'm going to write the date that it expires. And I'm just going to kind of say like 4 days from now, and I'll keep an eye on it.